gotta believe
No, I don't believe you one bit,
Please.
Shereice. You are a liar.
No.
You have not told me the truth all week.
This is 20-year-old Charisse Stinson. She's been brought back into an interrogation room at the Largo Police Department. Detectives have been trying to find her son, Baby Jojo, for the last 3 days. What started as an Amber Alert and a bolo for a guy named Antoine turned into an intense interrogation of Shereice when the story she told started falling apart. Detectives let Shereice go home yesterday to get some rest. But since then, they found Jojo's lifeless body behind a dumpster, along with video evidence that can put Shereice away for life. Shereice thinks that this is just another attempt for police to work with her to find her son. But she doesn't know that they have already found his body.
Take a minute, okay? You just tell me when you're ready to go over some stuff, okay? I'm so sorry, Shereice.
I didn't do this.
I'm so
What
sorry.
happened to
I know. I want you to just process, and I'll know you're ready to talk with me when you just sit up and we look at each other and we talk, okay? This is hardest on you. You know, he was your little boy. I understand. I know you did. I know. You wanted, you know, Shereice, after being with you this week, you know, you just knew he deserved a better life. No matter what the circumstance. I understand. Okay? When you're ready, okay? When you're ready, just take a deep breath. We'll sit up and we'll just talk, okay? My partner, Detective Berardi, today, okay? He's with us and we're ready and willing to talk with you when you are, okay? I have an app, okay? I can point some things out to you. Tell me when you're ready, okay? You want to look at a map here? I got a map. Someone's with Jordan Sr. He knows. We've made sure that he knew as soon as we could get to him. What's that? I didn't hear what you said, Shereice.
Nobody came and got me.
I've been trying to get you as fast as I could.
I told them I was supposed to come.
It's okay. You needed a break today, okay? When I met you at Madison Avenue this morning, it was clear. You needed a break. You asked for a break. I tried to give you some space. You know? I told you if you want to come down and do the statement and we just write everything out, try and help us out, and you changed your mind, that's okay. I'm not mad at you for it. I told you I'm not going to get mad at you for anything in this. Okay? That's still the case. I'm not going to get mad at you. It's not anybody's place here to judge you, no matter what happened. Okay? And I mean that. Okay, can we sit up and we can talk? I want you to look at the map if we can, okay? I got a lot of stuff to go over with you whenever you're ready. Okay? It's been a long day. It's been a busy day. We got a lot of answers today. Okay? You're his mother. I want you to know what we've been doing. And I want you to know the outcomes and stuff of our work. You deserve to know. Okay? He's not your only baby, okay? You gotta calm yourself down, process the information, and we'll talk about it, okay? It'll give you some closure, I think.
Want to just start and tell us what happened that night?
What happened to him?
Do you want to just tell us what was going on that night? Or you want to look at the map, or what do you want to do?
What happened to him?
I don't know exactly. Okay? I want to show you some things in the map. Is that okay? It's just a map. It's just a Google map like we've been looking at all week. Here, let me show you. Let me mark some points on here, okay? So you know what we're talking about. Can you look up and I'll mark them for you where you can see them? It's just a map. It's just a map, Shereice. Can we start there? Can we start by just doing something easy, looking at the map? I know it's hard to function right now.
What happened?
We have to go through the map and some other things and whatnot. I want to explain how he was found and where.
Where was he?
Well, let's look at the map. Come on. Okay. So you see Culver's marked?
Mm-hmm.
The apartments. Okay. The apartment's right here by Culver's, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right there about. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And here are the Lafayette apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And yesterday we talked about it where we found this backpack.
Mm-hmm.
It is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the picture I showed you yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Jr.'s body is found right here on Lake Avenue in the woods at the sports complex behind a fenced-in dumpster. He was in the water. It wasn't deep water. It was pretty shallow in a wooded area. There's a little path that leads back there by a wooden bridge, and he was pretty much maybe 10, 15 feet behind the dumpster.
Oh, no.
Okay?
What's on the corner of it?
What's on the corner of what?
What's on the corner over there?
Which corner?
On that street.
There used to be like a church there. I'm not sure what it is now, but there's like a big football field, baseball field area.
We went there last night.
You went there last night? Where'd you go last night?
Me and Erica, we searched all over there last night.
You searched over there last night. Did you find them?
No.
Okay. What led you to go over there last
We
night?
went everywhere. We went behind Everest. We went everywhere.
Okay. Okay. Don't beat yourself up because you didn't find him, okay? It's not your burden to find him. That was my burden. Okay, and he's found now. Here's a better map. Closer of the area. Okay. This is the wooded area. He's right here. Shereice, how did he end up there? Remember yesterday when I told you, can you look up? Please look up. I need you to look up, Shereice. I can't talk to the top of your head.
It's not true. It can't be true. It's not true.
It's true, Shereice.
It's not true.
Please, can you look up so we can have a conversation a little easier? Please.
It's not true.
I just want you to sit up and talk to me, okay? There's more on the table. I got more things to talk about. Please. You gotta be strong. You gotta be strong.
He's not coming back.
Why did you say you don't want to talk? Shereice? Do you want me to talk to you? Is that what you're saying? Or do you just not? Are you having a hard time? You tell me. It's important, Shereice. What did you mean when you said, I don't want to talk? Do you just need a few minutes, or do you not want to talk to me truly? Okay. You just need a few minutes, you said?
Sir.
Okay. You tell me when you're ready. I'm gonna listen. I'm here for you, okay? You tell me when you're ready.
You were supposed to protect my baby. You were supposed to protect him. Oh, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Oh, God, no. No!
Who do you hate, Shereice?
Oh,
Who do you hate?
God. Why you did this? You're supposed to keep saying. Oh,
Who was supposed to protect him?
Just tell me when you're ready, Shereice. Do you want some tissues? Grab a box of tissues. I'm gonna get tissues for you, okay?
I hate God. I hate him. You were supposed to protect him.
I know.
You were supposed to protect him. I didn't know. Why did I leave you, June?
I know.
Why did I leave you? I'm sorry.
We've still got a lot of work to do, Shereice. Okay? Someone put him there. Okay? And I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep going. Here's some tissue for you, okay? Right by your arm. Right here. Can you pull your shirt down? We can talk, and I want to look at the map. I want to go over some things, okay?
Just say it, please.
Well, I got to show you. I got questions, okay? Sorry. Who put him there, Shereice?
I don't know. I don't know.
How-
I wish I did. I don't know.
How did he get there?
I don't know.
Remember yesterday, Shereice, when we had that conversation with Detective Arlington? And we said we're going to call you on things when we think you're lying? Okay, I'm calling on you right now.
Okay.
Okay? You know how he got there. You do. Okay? And I'm not trying to come down on you. I'm not trying to be hard on you. But listen to me. This is your one time to tell the real story. I know there's no Antoine now. I know there's no car. I know it for a fact. Okay? I want to know how he died. This is your one chance. I shouldn't say one chance, but this is the time for you to tell the real story. Okay? I'm letting you tell the story. I'll be quiet. If you want to tell the real story, I'll just let you talk. Okay? But it's got to be the truth, Shereice. It's got to be the real story this time. You know we've been catching you in conflicts all week with the things you've been telling us. It's time for the real story. Okay? He deserves it. People are going to make their opinion of this whole thing based on the story you tell about your son here today. Okay? I'll sit here. I'll hear it. I won't get upset with you. I promise. Okay? Let's have the story. I know you just wanted what was best for him and it didn't work out that way. I know that's what you wanted for him. We found him, and he can rest now. Okay? He can rest. And as his mother, you owe it to him to tell his story the way it happened. He can't speak for himself. Only you can right now. And he deserves that. If you want him to forgive you, you'll tell his story how it should be told.
Why don't you start by just telling us what happened in that apartment? We know as parents things can get out of hand and one thing leads to another. We can understand that. Without the truth from you, we're just going to assume the worst. Everybody can understand as a single mom, the system's failing you, that you feel you're all alone and you do something that you wish that you could
I
take
didn't
back.
do anything.
Something happened.
I didn't do anything
Okay.
but leave him.
Maybe part of that is true. But you have to tell the real story, Shereice. Where did you leave him?
You're not gonna believe me anyway. Like, I keep telling you.
I just
you won't
want-
believe me.
I just
you
want-
won't believe me.
Shereice,
You won't believe me.
I will if you tell me the truth, because now I know for a fact if you're telling the truth or you're lying. Okay? A lot happened today. I'll know if you're telling me the truth. I'll know if you're lying at this point. Like I told you yesterday, we can't change what happened. All we can do is make the best decisions going forward. You can do the right thing right here, right now, and tell the story of your son and what really happened to him. Take a deep breath. It's been an uphill battle for you the whole way. You've got no support. You've been doing it all by yourself.
I don't care about that. I don't even
Well,
care about
it matters, and I think it contributed to the problem. Okay? It does matter. You don't deserve to be hit. You don't deserve to be left hungry in an apartment with a hungry child, no money. You can't have a job because you can't find someone to watch him, so you can just work for a few hours. I get it. Just like I told you yesterday, I understand that. I want you to be honest with us about what has happened. It's a different map. This is the one that I marked for you. This is where he is. Right here. Okay? This is your opportunity to tell the story, Shereice. The way you know it needs to be told.
I was there last night.
I know. I heard what you said. What made you go there?
We went everywhere. We went everywhere where it was water, where it was woods, everywhere.
You didn't see him last night? Shaking your head now?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, you don't have to do the sir stuff. Come on. Remember?
I was there.
Tell me how he got there, Shereice. Tell the real story. He deserves to have the real story be told.
All the evidence points towards me.
Just tell me what happened, Shereice. Why do you say all the evidence points to you?
Because look at my house.
Okay. We talked about that.
It was his chin, man. It was his chin.
What, the blood? Is that what you're saying?
It was his chin.
Well, be clear about what you're saying. I don't want to misunderstand what you're saying. You keep saying it was his chin. Are you talking about...
Yes, sir.
Okay. What really happened, Shereice? Nobody else was there except you and him. Did he die in that apartment?
No, sir. He was okay. He was good.
Was he dying in that
He
apartment?
was good. No, sir.
You don't
The
have
only
to...
incident was when he was choking, but he was fine after that. But he was okay. We left. He was walking. He was good. He was good. He was good.
When did he die,
He
Shereice?
was laughing. He was playing. He was good. I don't know. He was good.
I'm only going to give you, like... Come on. I want the real story.
If you won't take me, because I just...
Okay, Shereice, we did a lot of work today. Okay, this is another map. Just so you know what we're looking at. This is Lafayette Apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Get my bearings here. This is where here is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is where you are right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is where you live. Okay. I told you yesterday, or sometime during this week, we have gone through every camera and dumpster, everything along this East Bay Drive Road here.
I know.
That's how we found the backpack.
So that's the green dot?
The backpack is the green dot.
Okay.
I mismarked it. Right there is the green dot, the backpack. That's how we found it.
Okay.
By going through all these dumpsters.
Okay.
Okay? We found that a few days ago, like I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? His body's here.
Mm-hmm.
His backpack is here. You say you left him here. Okay. So today, we started going through this area right here. On King Drive right here. There's a house with a camera. And it sees you.
Can you show me that? Because I'm not going to believe that.
I don't have the video right here to show you now.
I'm not going to believe that.
Okay. You're just going to have to listen to what I'm saying.
Yes, yes.
That camera shows you. I don't have the camera, I'm just looking at sometimes.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. At 10:15, I'm sorry, not 10:15, 10:56, that camera shows you here. Okay. Your last connection for your cell phone when you come off the Wi-Fi is 10:22 at your apartment. At 10:56, you are on camera right here with the backpack on and carrying your son. His body is in your arms. Okay.
I'm not agreeing, I'm just listening to you.
Okay, that's fine. There's another camera here at the Palms where you used to work. 19 minutes after this camera on Keene Park sees you, this camera sees you walking south from this way where his body is found, carrying just a backpack now.
I'm going to be sick.
I would be too.
I'm going to be sick.
In 19 minutes, you walk from here
That's impossible.
to here. I walk the path. It's totally possible. You walk there, and you left your son there. And then when you walk by right there, you still have the backpack that you dumped in the dumpster near the apartments that you made this whole story up about Antoine. No, I don't believe you one bit, Shereice. You are a liar.
No.
You have not told me the truth all week.
No.
That is a fact. That is a fact. The fact is he's there and he's dead. The fact is you walked by, you left him there in the woods behind that dumpster. You left him there, and you carried his backpack, and you left it here. And you made all this shit up to make it look like you're not a monster. You are, because you don't even have the courage to tell your son's story. Something happened to him when you were responsible for him. And I don't know if he was dead when you left him, or if you just left him there in the woods all alone, dying. You didn't do anything but leave him. You left him there. You walked away from him. You went there last night to see if he was still there, and he was. I saw him with my own eyes. I found him with my group of people. We found him right where you left him, wearing the clothes, wearing the shoes. Your lies are over. This is your chance to be honest. It's all out on the table, Shereice. People will know this. People will know this story I just tell you. And you choose to do the right thing. Tell us what happened at the apartment that night. Or that's how the story goes. He's not coming back. There he is.
You gotta tell people what happened, Shereice. Are you a remorseful mother, or are you a monster, like they said?
It's only one of the two. There's a reasonable explanation. It's something got out of hand, and something happened, or you just don't give a shit. And I'm starting to think it's number two. I haven't thought that all week. But boy, do I feel stupid, because I've been in your corner.
What happened that made you panic? Tell us what happened. Make us understand. This isn't the first time we've seen a dead baby. But everybody has an explanation. People can understand. Give somebody something to feel so they can feel for you.
There's a reason this happened, Shereice. People deserve to know. Something happened. Grandma deserves to know. Both grandmas. Your mother has never even met him. She deserves to hear the story. The real story. Jessica, who has done nothing but help you and try to be there for you. You owe her an explanation. You love Jordan Sr., but you also hate him. You owe him an explanation. He deserves to know. It's his son too. And this is not fair to him. Because he has to live the rest of his life knowing this.
Did he fall? Did he get hurt somehow and you panicked, didn't know what to do? Something. You carried his poor body almost a mile.
You were just scared. You didn't know what to do. But I don't know what led up to that. Only you and him were there. Only you can tell the story now. If you truly want your son to forgive you for whatever happened.
Can I pee first?
Yeah.
I don't know the restroom.
Come on. I'll walk you to the bathroom. Make a right.
I've been doing this forever. We just need to know what happened. People panic. And people can understand that. People are always going to want to know what happened. And they're going to make up their own opinions of what happened. I promise you, it's going to feel better. I promise you. This is going to get you through this.
You got the weight of the world on your shoulders, Shereice. That big weight we've been talking about.
This is that.
Gosh, since
book we have here, and we're at the final chapter. We have all the answers. We don't want to complete that book without you.
You're not a bad person.
Something happened. You panicked. We see it all the time. All the time. It's happened in our lives.
What's happened to me?
I don't know
Let
exactly
us
what's
know
going on, Shereice.
what happened.
I'm overwhelmed right now with everything too.
I didn't mean it.
I know you didn't mean it.
So what happened? And that's what we want to believe, but
He
unless
was
you tell
okay,
us.
and I love him.
I know
I
you
just
love
love
him.
him, and I was.
Have I ever told you you don't love him?
What happened?
Come on, it'll make you feel better to get this off of your conscience. I promise. Something happened at the apartment, didn't it?
He was okay when she brought us food.
Okay. When was he not okay? At what point was he not okay?
I don't remember.
Well, he had the seizure on Friday night into Saturday morning, early Saturday morning when you guys were in bed. Okay, right? So at what point?
And he was okay, and
You said he was okay when you guys got up for the day. At what point was he not okay?
We got dressed.
About what time?
Everything's pretty much the same.
Saturday, what time did you get up?
Saturday, I got up at 7 once when Jordan Sr. called me, and then I got up again.
You fell back asleep?
And then I got up again around 11.
Okay.
Got him up, brushed his teeth and stuff.
Okay.
And we were just chilling.
At what point was he
He
not
was
okay?
straight. Jessica brought us food. We ate.
About 6 o'clock, right? Okay. That was the Burger King?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And he was still fine.
Okay. I know it's tough. You're doing good. What happened where he wasn't fine?
Took a shower. Got dressed. I gave him a bath. Got him dressed. He wasn't like the normal Jordan, but he was walking and stuff.
What do you mean wasn't the normal?
Like, he was just acting really weird. His eyes was really weird.
How were they weird? Were they back in his head? Were they back?
Like,
were they crossed?
Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, he wasn't all the way there, if that makes sense.
Okay. Remember lethargic? We talked about lethargic yesterday. Like, he's a little loopy, maybe. Okay. Was he using that leg that he hurt the night before? Remember he hurt his leg?
He was limping bad then.
He was limping bad Saturday night? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Was his leg broken?
I'm not sure.
You were Googling it all night, so...
Yeah, but he was limping pretty bad.
Okay, so he wasn't walking real good.
No, sir.
Okay.
We left the house, he was walking. At that point, we got near, what is that?
Did you leave the house the same time we were talking about all week? 9:50, 10 o'clock?
It may have been like later, but I just remember when I had texted Jordan's phone.
Well, 10:20 was when your phone disconnected. Does that sound right?
So I'll just say 10:20.
About then, 10:22?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And the whole plan was to take him to Jordan Senior's house. That
Sure.
was the plan.
It's a long walk. What path did you take?
I'm gonna get there.
Okay. Okay. So you walk out
I'm
of...
a bad person.
I don't think you're a bad
I'm
person,
not a
Shereice.
monster.
You're not a monster. You're not.
You just gotta let us know what happened.
You left the apartment. You said he's walking a little bit, but he's not.
But I just want to clarify, like, the blood and stuff has nothing to do with this incident.
That's really
Like
from the
at all.
chin, because that's a lot
Yes,
of blood.
sir. That's really, that has nothing
Okay.
to do, and
Okay.
hopefully when they do the autopsy, like, they'll prove that.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Um,
Okay, it's fine.
But that's when we got towards. We didn't get out the complex yet, and by, I'll say, before the Outback,
Okay, like by the office there.
that's when he just passed out, like, and I just panicked.
He just passed out.
I could have called.
Sure, but you know,
I don't know. I didn't
it's
call.
okay. Where did you go when he passed out? So you passed out like
Yeah, but he was
On
still
that-
breathing. Yeah,
Well,
but he was just.
on that path between your apartment and East Bay that we took the other day.
Mhm.
Passes out about in the middle there.
Mhm.
Okay, so like right in here. Okay. Keep, where did you go when he passed out?
We walked. I don't know what side street that is. It's a.
Did you ever make it to East Bay?
Yeah, we made it to East Bay.
Okay.
It's a side street.
Is it a big street?
I don't know what it's called.
Which, okay. So like Seacrest Drive is a big, well, not a big road, it's a 2-lane road, but it goes all the way back to this road you were walking on. Did you take a road up to this main road?
Yes, I went down.
One of these here?
Mhm.
Somewhere? Okay, so either Seacrest or Fulton. Seacrest has,
No, I know where Fulton is. It wasn't
okay.
Fulton.
Seacrest has like Kinder Care right there, like right in here somewhere. There's a bank,
Mhm.
a closed bank right
Yeah.
there.
Mhm.
Does
That's
that
the side street we took.
Seacrest?
Mhm.
Okay.
We walked. At that point, I was gonna get some help, but
Sure.
we got past some apartments down there,
Yep.
and I sat him down, and at that point, he just wasn't breathing.
Okay.
He just wasn't breathing. But I could feel a pulse, and then we just sat there for a little bit, and then, like, I was like, June, come on.
Yeah.
And like he was like, I'm not gonna say he wasn't breathing. It was just real
Shallow, like.
faint.
Okay.
So I picked him up. I could still hear him breathing a little bit in my ear, so I picked him up, and I just got really scared. So we walked. Yeah, we walked.
Yeah.
It's better if I just highlight.
Can you trace your path for me on the map? So here's your apartment. So you end up there on East Bay. Okay.
Is this?
Yeah.
What's that street?
This is Dean Park Drive. You're about to cross right there. This is where the camera sees you.
But it's called something else too. It's like a M.
I don't know. This is where you're seen on camera. And I know I can't show you the video right now. I just don't have it to show you right now. But this is where you're seen carrying him with your back.
It's an M word.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because the way. No, it's an M word. McMullen.
That's further up over here.
No, not McMullen Booth Road. I know where.
It's
yeah.
McMullen Road. That's
Yeah,
way over
yeah,
there. You eventually end up over here because this is where he is. But you're on camera right here on Keene Park Drive.
So if you keep
I'm
following
trying to
that,
remember.
If you keep following this route, it'll end up at McMullen, which is right here.
I'm trying to. Well, anyways, hold on.
Can you ask Laura what the intersection was she just told me about? I want to say she said Keene and Rosary. Go ahead.
I picked him up. I'm trying to. Yeah, no, it's right. I know.
Okay.
And then we come down. Oh, this is a long street.
This is Starkey Road, or Keene Road. It's a big road.
We come down. Yeah, because I know where it is. We come down. We're going to come this way.
Okay.
I came back this way.
Okay.
And,
This is where he's found.
I came back this way and
This is like a weird intersection. It's like a three-way intersection. Do you remember talking to a lady right here who asked you if you were okay?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Okay. So you go down McMullen.
We come down.
I know. I know. I know you said back here he's still breathing a little on Seacrest.
And I sat him up.
Where?
I sat him up against the fence.
Where?
By the trash can.
Where he's found?
I sat him up on the fence.
The chain link fence there?
And he wasn't like dead or anything. And I did leave.
Where's this fence you're talking about?
And when I came back, I came back.
Where should you leave them?
I came back.
You said fence. I need to know what fence you're talking about. The fence right by where he's found?
I came back. And I sat him up against the fence. Well, it really wasn't the fence. It was like the
chain
the
link?
white.
There's like a white panel surrounding the
I
dumpster.
sat him there,
Okay, so the one around the dumpster?
and he was still breathing a little bit and stuff.
Okay.
And then I left. I just needed to think.
Okay. Where did you walk when you left?
At that point, I left. I went to the park.
Did you walk over here where this camera saw you?
I walked to the park.
Right on the side of Palms, like between the community center and the Palms?
I walked to the park. I just needed to breathe.
Did you throw the backpack away? Here?
I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
I needed to breathe. Because at that point, it was like, I already knew what was gonna happen.
Sure.
And then I came back, and it was just tragic. Like,
How long do you think before you came back?
I don't know.
Okay.
It wasn't long. I walked around.
So you left him leaning against the panel fence. How did he get into the woods there? The woods behind the fence.
Is that when you went back?
Was he dead when you went back? Yeah. Okay. Did you move him then? He was cold.
I kept calling his name.
What's that?
I call my mommy.
Yeah. Why would you call your mom?
It's my fault.
You're doing great.
It's
You're
my
doing
fault.
How did what was the injury? What was the injury that made him pass out?
I don't know.
Was it the leg? Was something wrong with the leg? I mean, a
I don't
leg
know. Maybe he was in pain.
leg probably wouldn't make him pass out. You know, something he had to. You know, something had to happen to him.
Did he throw up that night?
Not that I remember.
Let me tell you what my experience tells
Not
me
that I
based on the what you're telling me that he was experiencing, the not there look, kind of lethargic. That's a head injury. That's substantial head injury. So the blood in his brain is swelling at that point, surrounding the brain. The 2-year-old child has this little space in between them, and when blood fills that space, it has somewhere it
He
has
hit
to
his
go.
head that night.
How did he hit
What
it?
night?
When he fell off the bed.
Friday into Saturday.
He had hit his head
On what bed?
I said he had hit his head when he was jumping on his bed in the living room.
Okay, what did he hit his head on?
On the ground, on the floor.
The type of head injury we're talking about doesn't happen from a low fall like that.
Mm-hmm. No, he hit it.
He might have hit it, jumping on the bed, but a low fall from someone his height jumping on the bed, it doesn't happen.
I'm just trying to tell you.
I know, but I just know from my experience and my training that type of head injury is much more severe. It's a really hard hit. A really, really, really hard hit. So remember your neighbor I told you about? Said something hit their wall really hard on Saturday?
Mm-mm.
Did he hit his head on something Saturday afternoon?
Mm-mm.
Okay. How did he hit his head hard? What part of his head?
All I remember,
what part of his head did he hit?
Damn, hold on. I'm trying to remember walking in the living room. It was up here, cause it was like reddish. It was like
forehead.
red. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you see him hit his head?
No, but I just seen it was like real red.
Well, how'd you know he hit his head from jumping on the bed?
Because it was kind of like not like a big knot, but I knew the difference between when he was in the room with me and when he was out there playing. Okay.
So where were you when he hit his head?
I was in the not the living room. I was in the room.
The bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and where was he?
He was in the living room.
Where his little toddler bed is there?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the living room or is it like the dining room there?
Like the dining room.
Okay.
I mean,
where it was yesterday when we went to the apartment? Where me and you went in, it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where it was? Okay.
But it was, I don't know if you was there before they took everything out, but
No.
the bed was like more up against the wall.
Yeah, it was pulled off the wall a little bit, but it was against that wall. Okay.
Oh, God, I'm gonna be sick. Damn, dog.
How did he hit his head so hard, Shereice?
It's like, when I'm telling you the truth, it's like, damn, like...
Why didn't we talk about this 2 days ago? Why were you afraid to tell me?
Just kind of snowballed, didn't it? You didn't know what to do, and you tell one little lie, and it just grows and grows and grows.
Yeah, before you know it.
It's a clean slate tonight.
It's out of hand. All that stuff we've talked about the past few days, it's behind us. I want to know how he hit his head.
I didn't make him hit his head, so I can't tell you that.
Where was he when your grandmother came with the food?
His grandma, he was in the room chilling, watching TV.
Was he lethargic then?
Oh no, I almost say that word. I don't really get it.
I'm sorry. Was he acting off? Was he acting
No,
funny?
he was just sitting there watching TV.
Sure, but
And then he ate pretty good.
Was he like woozy, like kind of out of his
He
day?
He didn't seem.
Because that's something that will
He
build
didn't seem.
as the pressure builds in his head.
I mean, I really didn't notice it because he was eating fine.
When did you first notice he was lethargic when you woke up that day at 7?
At 7, I didn't wake him up at 7.
Okay, so
he was still asleep.
He
at
stayed
7
asleep.
o'clock.
So he stayed asleep till 11. What point after you woke him up at 11 was he not looking right?
Later that evening. Like later that evening.
Approximate, when did you first think that he's not right? Something's wrong.
You're going to know right away. Because when something like that happens, he'll start to seize. His eyes will go back. It's going to be immediate. You know exactly when that happened.
Did he hit his head at night when he was having the in bed? And he was choking on his tongue?
That's probably when he hit his head again, when he was having the so I'm not sure, because I woke up to him shaking. That's how I ended up waking up.
What would he have hit his head on though? He was in bed.
The wall is, I don't have like something to protect it, so
sure.
We sleep right on the wall.
Right.
So I honestly couldn't tell you that.
But even his rolling or bumping his head on the wall like that, it wouldn't be a severe head injury.
I don't.
Did you get frustrated?
No. Please stop doing that. Please.
I have to ask
Please stop
Shereice,
doing that. Because I'm trying, please.
was he pissing you off?
No. He never makes me mad like that. Ever. He never makes me mad like that. He's not even really a crybaby. Like, he's not a crybaby.
Something significant had to have happened to him when he stopped breathing.
I know it's tough. I know we're just trying to narrow down the head
This
injury.
is the hardest part. You're right there. You've gone through every single door.
I do not know.
This is the last door. You do know.
I don't know.
You do
I don't know.
And that's, remember that
I don't know.
remember
I
that
really
incident?
don't know.
Listen to me for a second.
really don't know.
Remember
All
that?
I remember was he was okay when we was walking. Then he started acting real funny.
No.
And I just,
No. You're gonna know right away. It's that moment when your kid, my kid in the past, has done something and you just snap. You don't think about it because you just snap. And after it's done, you're like, shit, what did I do?
He's really not that type of kid. Like, he really isn't to
Maybe not all the
everybody
time,
off.
but you had a hard day.
You're already angry at senior.
Here you go
He's not
again.
answering.
I know,
I know,
Shereice.
because
Something
something
happened.
happened to make you.
He didn't
do
bump his
something.
head on the wall. He didn't fall off the
Right.
bed.
You're right there. You're right there.
You've done so good, Shereice. But
No, because don't do
This
that.
is the
We've
final
done
piece of
so
the puzzle.
good. And then when I'm
Shereice.
telling you
Okay,
the truth, it's like,
Let me tell you something else that I saw at the scene when I saw his body in water.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a bruise on his abdomen that's left by a finger, by a squeeze. And what that probably
because
is,
all I remember
That probably
is
is-
him having
that's him.
he has a birthmark right here.
no, that's
it's
not
a
Let me
bruise.
see that. Because
You're not going to be able to see it. Well, yeah, you probably will.
where?
Right there.
That's a bruise.
That's not a birthmark.
You said his birthmark's on his right side over here.
You know what that
This is a bruise.
You know what that is? That's somebody grabbing the baby and hitting them against something. That's what that is.
Yes.
I told you I've been doing this forever, right? I've
Yes,
seen
sir.
everything. I've seen it all. You panicked. You wanted to get him to senior, or maybe even the hospital. Hell, you're almost there. And yes, I believe he died in your arms. But something happened to make you leave.
I really want to just get him some food.
But he didn't eat. You can't eat after a head injury like that.
Oh no, he ate.
What happened? We can understand that. I told you, hundreds of people I've interviewed, and they've all, that 1 second, one split second is all it was. And you would take back that second in a heartbeat, I bet, right now. But we can't take it back because we're here. Remember, he says you owe it Jordan to tell his story. Then he will forgive you. Then you will be forgiven.
He's your baby. You owe it to him.
Give him the respect. He loved you so much. He, like you said, I was supposed to protect you. That one split second, we've all been there. We've just been lucky enough where something terrible hasn't happened. What happened?
We won't think different of you, Shereice, like you said.
It don't matter. You don't have to think anything different of me because I'm going to face up to
But you're not.
25
You're stopping right here.
other years and
You're
I'm going to
not
die
facing
in
up to
prison.
anything. You're not facing up to anything because you haven't made amends yet. You're right there.
I'm going to die in prison.
We don't know that.
I'm going to. You don't have to judge me. It's going to be a bunch of... I'm going to die in jail.
No. Remember I said people always want to know what happened.
I'm going to
Because
die in jail.
people that will be judging
I'm
you
gonna
will be
die in
like, listen to
county.
me. People that will be judging you will say, yeah, I've been there. If we go and end this chapter, like if you want us to end it saying, she doesn't know, she didn't say anything, that's when they're like, the hell with her. But give some empathy, give some reason.
Remorse. Finish that book.
People can understand frustration. Interrogations.
We've written a whole book this week, Shereice, you and me. This is the last page.
Can I call my mom, please?
Yeah, I told you can call her. Okay, I'm going to let you call her. Okay, but I want to know how he hurt his head.
I do not know how he hurt his head.
Okay.
I don't know. All I can tell you is I left. I came back. When I came back, he was gone. At that point.
He was gone or he was dead?
He was dead. And then you put him
I left.
in the water.
I left. And actually, I didn't put him in the water, though.
Where did you put
him? I raised him up, and I sat him over the fence.
Was he still alive?
I don't think so. I doubt it.
How did you lose your shoe?
I really don't freaking know how I lost my shoe. But I did have my shoe at Largo Park.
You didn't have it on when you were there on the video.
I don't know, so I must have lost it somewhere.
Did you lose it back in the mud when back there?
No, I never went back there. I'm scared of dirt and shit.
You were scared of dirt, but you put him back there?
That's just...
I can see the path you took. I saw the shoe prints.
I never went behind the fence.
So what
So you
Not
just
once.
threw him over the fence?
What part of the fence? Right, the dumpster there, over the chain link fence?
The metal fence?
Yeah.
I never went over the fence.
When you put him over the fence, where was the dumpster?
I got behind the dumpster.
Okay.
And put him over the chain link fence.
Why would you do that if he's still alive?
Cause
or is he dead?
I knew. I just told you.
When he came back, he was cold.
So did you move him in the water yesterday?
No, my cousin Erica was with me yesterday.
How did he get in the water?
I have no idea.
That's a good 10, 15 feet from the fence to the water.
I still want to know how he hit his head.
I can't tell you that.
Something
I don't
happened.
know. I cannot
The
tell you
bruises
something.
are up high.
Well,
I'm just talking.
okay,
I'm
well,
just
we're done.
talking.
But that all happened in your care, right? Nobody else was around but you. Correct?
Nobody was around. You're alone right there. You said we're done. We're done.
You're in that apartment, right?
No, you said you want to be done. You tell me if you
I
want.
just need you to listen.
I'm listening.
Instead of
You tell me if
it's
you want
like-
to talk to me.
it's like when I'm trying to tell you, like you still keep saying stuff.
No,
It's like
I'm questioning what you're telling me.
You're starting like you did, I guess, days past when I'm being told,
It's like
giving little lies.
I don't know, or I.
Are we done or are we not done? You make up the choice. You said you want to be done.
How did his head get injured? He didn't fall. Let's start from there. Because that's what made you leave the apartment.
No, I only left the apartment because I needed him to eat. Like I was hungry. I'm pretty sure he was
But you had already
hungry.
got food, right? From
That
Grandma?
was.
3 hours earlier, yeah, she got food.
But that was the first time we had ate. That whole, like literally,
Okay.
that was the first time we had eaten.
So what happened to
anything.
him between Grandma coming and you leaving the house? You want to know the honest truth based on what they're telling me? He is already severely injured, if not dead, before Grandma comes in. It's over.
Mhm.
Because you're searching for seizures, you're searching for thigh bones that I'm being told.
Yeah, because he had fell the night before. Mhm.
Okay. You understand the thigh bone's right here, right?
Mhm.
That's the,
No, this, and I told you when I checked his leg, this didn't feel right. And if that's recording, you can go back and look.
we don't know it's broken until tomorrow. But if that is in fact broken, that's the hardest bone in your body to break.
Mhm.
It's freaking nearly impossible.
And it didn't
to break
feel. It
without
didn't feel
a
normal.
Serious impact.
It did not feel normal.
Okay.
And he was
So,
sleeping.
A 2-year-old that potentially has an injured leg is
'Cause,
going to be
okay.
fussy. It's going to be
I
just a pain in the
checked.
ass.
Mm-mm.
He wasn't fussy.
I mean, he cried when he fell,
Okay.
but he wasn't like
So what What was it that made you snatch him up that 1 second where he hit his head?
How come you saying this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Trust me, been there, done that. So we're not leaving until we get the story. I'm doing it for you, believe it or not. I know that's the hardest part to admit. I know it. I get it. It's deja vu for every other interview I've done. It's the hardest part. What difference does it make? You've already said what you've done. We're just at this little crossroads here. Can I tell you a story? What I did to my child when I was 22 years old and had a new kid? No? I get how you can lose your frustration. Something happened where you got frustrated and you lost it for a split second. We keep going back to that because we know based on our experience that that's what happens with a head injury.
It's the only piece left.
Don't let somebody else fill in the blanks.
I didn't mean to do this shit.
I know you didn't mean it.
think
I know you didn't mean it. I want to know you didn't mean it. But you need to put this period at the end of that sentence to let me know what it was that frustrated you. Because if it wasn't something frustrated, it was just done out of spite. I hate this kid. I don't want this kid. DCF wants it. They're not going to get it. That's a spiteful monster. You are a mother that carried a injured, potentially dead child in your arms for a very long way. You cared about him. You knew what you did. You came back because you're probably thinking to yourself, maybe by the grace of God, he's standing up, yelling my name. What happened inside that apartment?
Nothing happened.
He is dying when you say you get to the apartment complex, just a block around the corner. If that part is true. But something happened in that apartment complex to cause that head injury. To cause that.
Well, y'all gotta wait for the autopsy.
No. All the autopsy is going to tell us is subdural hematoma, all this stuff, subarachnoid, crab, fractured skull, but we're still not going to know what happened unless you tell us. We can guess, but we don't want to do that to you.
Everybody else is.
Who is?
It don't matter. I'm never gonna get out of prison. Like, I'm not even gonna see my daughter.
The difference is, if it comes to the difference is, did this mother, was she honest? Did she accept what happened? Did she give us a reason? Did she show remorse? Right now I can't say that you are. Why tell us all this stuff and then leave this little bit out? I think it's because you think people are gonna think you're. How could you harm your baby? People do it all the time. All the time, or there would be no DCF, there would be no CPI, but there is, because it happens, and eventually they get their kids back and they move on. This time you got unlucky. That's all it is. It's luck. You got unlucky. I got lucky a long time ago. You are unlucky. So what happened? You do remember. You'll never forget that.
I'm trying to. Can you just?
But you'll never forget it, ever. That at least and if you say it, it's all out. Cards are on the table.
Like,
I now ask for forgiveness. You don't get it without the full story.
Like you said before, it's not a hit that you don't notice. It's a hit.
All right.
last piece of the puzzle, Shereice. Was it real red and swollen in the forehead, like you said? Okay. Did you push his head into the wall?
That was when he had fell on the floor, but.
Okay. Well, we know that's not going to happen. It's been tested numerous times.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, that's
not
a
an
medical
opinion.
fact.
Okay,
It's a medical
well,
fact.
alright. I'm really trying not to catch your attitude, but
I
It's okay.
understand.
'Cause it's
It's
not
a frustrating
for-
moment.
Hey,
It's
if you don't want to say it, don't say it. I'm not trying to get you to say something that I don't want you to make up anything, but I just know based on my experience, based on medical facts, that you're leaving out what happened to his head. And if that's the road you want to take, that's on you. But it doesn't show somebody who's taking responsibility for their actions. It shows somebody that thinks, fuck it, let the cards play out the way they play out. What did he do?
he didn't do anything.
I hope he did something. Was it the attitude of, I'm giving him a DCF and nobody's gonna have him? Okay, what was it?
Cause
Well, what was it?
Jordan Sr. pissed you off?
No.
I'm just
Can't
asking.
just start saying that, man.
Okay.
What happened? I promise you're gonna feel better. We'll cry about it and we'll move on. You owe it to your son. I say you didn't mean it.
I didn't mean any of this to happen.
Okay.
Of course not.
Then what happened?
I really, Lord knows I'm trying, but the only things I can think of for him to hit his head was falling, or if he hit his head on the wall when he was having a seizure. I don't
Well,
know.
The
the
seizure
seizures,
is after
right.
the head injury.
The seizures are a result of the head
Trust me,
injury.
I know that because my mom had seizures from
Okay.
hitting her head. I already know how that process
Well,
works.
So that's why we keep coming back to that, because
He did it in
have a
his head
seizure.
during the seizure.
Right.
It's
Not
before.
that I know of.
Well, he might have bumped it or something, but the major head injury is before the seizure. Because that's why he's having a seizure.
Okay.
And that major head injury is caused by somebody else. You're the only one in the apartment with him, correct? Correct. Can you give me that at least? Nobody else was there. Just you.
You live there alone.
So if you know that, why ask me the question?
Because I want you to at least admit that.
I already admitted to that.
Be a woman.
I already admitted that we stayed alone.
Okay. Then there's only one person responsible for that head injury, and that's you. the doctor guess what
You
happens
say the
tomorrow.
truth sets you free.
No, it sets you free mentally, it sets you free in your heart, sets you free. That's what they mean by that. The truth will set you free.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's try it, I guarantee it.
Okay.
You don't want to live with this guilt.
I already let everything out.
Except the one part that started this chain of events. If you want us to finish the story, we'll finish it. I'm going to suggest, unless you tell me otherwise, you murdered in that apartment. You panicked, you left the apartment, you dumped him by a dumpster. And then, according to your words, you come back, throw him over a chain link fence like a piece of trash.
I didn't throw.
Chain link fence is this tall.
It's all the way over
Unless
there.
you went over the side, plop, a piece of trash.
Trust me, I already feel like a horrible person. I am a horrible person. I am a monster.
Because you won't come to the truth to tell us what happened that night. I will have to agree with you if that's the case.
I'm trying to remember. I swear to God.
You won't forget that, Shereice. You
I swear
won't.
to God, I don't. I
So
don't.
is that because you hit him so many times that night?
Mm-mm.
You're never gonna forget that moment. You know exactly what it
The
is.
only time I remember him hitting his head was when I'm being honest with
No,
you. The only time I
you
remember.
did
Okay. Well, alright, I did it. Alright.
It's medically impossible to roll off a bed.
I didn't say he wrote
Okay,
off.
a 2-foot kid falling head first into, I don't suppose you have tile flooring, but if you do, not gonna happen.
Kids are pretty strong.
Okay.
They're pretty resilient. Well, where do we go from here, Shereice?
You taking me to jail tonight anyway, so I don't know.
Who told you that? I haven't said that.
Cause I don't know.
Is this how the book's gonna end?
I'm really trying to. I swear to you, like,
Well, if that's how the story ends right now, so be it.
Damn.
It happened before Grandma showed up.
Mm-mm.
Well, you remember that it didn't happen then, so what happened?
Cause he was chilling. He ate all his food.
It's a hard hit.
Okay.
A hard hit.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We know you're sorry, Shereice. We know.
Let him know you're sorry by admitting to what you did. Nobody accepts apologies unless you admit what they did.
Make it sincere.
What's it gonna be?
This is the time. This is your chance to tell it.
I didn't kill him.
No, the hit, when he hit his head, didn't kill him. Didn't kill him at the time. But it hurt him. The swelling of his brain and the blood in his head is what killed him. Okay? Not the hit. He was still alive for a while.
Do you want us to finish the story?
Can I just write all this out?
Yeah,
I'll just have a sick.
I know. I understand.
Legal pad. Just give a legal pad.
Yeah, it's fine.
Get
Get a Miranda statement, actually. Oh, here we go. I got it. What would you like?
You're gonna need
I
more
don't
now.
know.
I'll just start her with this. Just okay. Hang on a second. Can I see? I'm going to explain it to you. Okay?
I'm going to jail tonight.
These are the
Be
rights I
honest.
gave you earlier. I got to go out and I got to talk with people. Okay? I got to talk. I got to figure out what we're going to do.
While you do that, can I call my mom?
I'm going to let you call her. I promise you. You want to write? I want you to write while it's fresh in memory. Let me see the form for a second, please. I'm going to fill it out. Today's the 4th.
But this can be used against me, correct?
I told you that in the car. Everything can be used against you, okay? It's your choice. Sometimes writing down makes it easier.
Because I don't want to say I want a lawyer and then they don't even come here.
It's totally up to you, Shereice. Okay?
I just want somebody to be here too. But I want to talk to you. You know, if you get what I'm saying, like, I want to talk to you guys.
Be clear about what you're saying, okay? Because it's important. If you want a lawyer here, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Okay?
I know I want to talk to you tonight, but I don't want to be by myself.
Well, I don't know who you want me to call to be with you, okay? It's your choice. These are the things I read you off the card in the car. Just how I read them. I have a little card I carry around. It's the same thing. Read this paragraph after. If you want to write it out, sign the form. You don't have to fill this out. That would be me. Then you turn it over and you write whatever you want to write.
And then you can use that legal pad for more. Or if you just want to start on that legal pad, you can do the legal pad.
Okay? But there's your rights. This is the paper you start on.
I'm not a monster.
I don't think you're a monster, Shereice. You're a single mom with the world against you. It really is. And you're in a bad situation that nobody would choose. Nobody would choose to be here if they could.
Nobody ever comes.
I know. You've been calling all day Friday, all day Saturday. Those people don't give a shit about you. They're not there to help you. They wouldn't give a shit about you.
And they don't even care about him. This just happened and then they came.
Yeah, we get that. That's the frustration part. We get
I'm
that.
so sorry, June.
We know you're sorry. Nobody thinks you're not sorry.
I didn't mean for this to happen.
Of course not. It's Shereice, something, he hit his head somehow, and it just led you down a path that you couldn't, it led you off a path that you couldn't get off.
I'm a monster.
He wouldn't wake up when? When would he not wake up?
I went back and he just wouldn't get up.
That's because he was dying, Shereice.
Oh,
You can write it. Finish the story.
Here's a good picture.
I don't even deserve to see that.
You do. Remember what I told you yesterday?
I don't deserve to see
Remember what
that.
I told you yesterday when I said one bad moment doesn't define our life? Just because one thing happened,
I'm sorry.
Shereice, just because one thing happened that was bad doesn't take back all the good times. It doesn't negate everything good. It doesn't negate everything you did as a mother. You were a good mom. You were. Something happened. Something happened. Remember him as that happy little guy. Not the guy.
He's not. He's not that baby.
He's not. He's not,
I did that.
but Shereice, that's who he was. He was happy Jordan.
I'm so too. I'm sorry.
In the end, he had one problem.
I didn't mean it.
Just tell us.
Tell him that. Look at him and tell him what you're sorry for. What did you do? Tell him. Pretend he's right here. I am so sorry for hurting you. What did you do? This is your chance. This is his chance.
He's watching over you now. He's in a better place. He's not hurt anymore. He will forgive you.
You ready to write it out? Or you just want to say it?
It was his right leg that was hurt, right?
Thanks, Summer.
Okay.
What was wrong?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong. Did you remember something? You had a look there.
I'm just thinking about Jordan Sr.
Why?
Because through all the bullshit, that was still his child.
You know, it will be easier on him if he knows exactly what happened. If he's left in the dark about the last little piece, and he'll never know. He'll have that weight to carry his entire life.
He kept crying because he was hungry, and I just got mad. I wasn't really mad. I just wanted him to just shut up for 2 seconds.
Yeah. It's okay. It's frustrating. How are you holding him?
I wasn't holding him. He was
Okay. I can feel the weight coming off you as you talk.
I'm a monster.
You're not
It's
a
not.
monster. You had a moment in time.
I've been trying since the beginning to let you know that it's okay.
I don't want to die in jail. I didn't mean
I know you
it.
don't. I know you don't. What happened when he wasn't getting any food? You just wanted him to stop crying.
I'm just like, I hit him like really hard, and he hit his head really, really hard
On what?
on the wall.
Which wall?
The one by our bed.
Okay, when was he crying and he wouldn't stop?
Because he still didn't eat. Like, we ate that one time Friday.
Okay, so this is after Grandma drops off food?
No, she came Saturday.
Okay. When-
before Grandma came. right?
Correct.
Yeah.
This was like he had fell. He hit his head then, and then this was around. Oh damn! I really can't remember the time, but I know he hit his head pretty hard on the wall.
It's after the social worker comes, and
Yeah.
is it before the seizure at night? On Saturday night or Saturday morning? The social worker comes at about 8 o'clock on Friday.
I want to say. Hold on. No, this was after the social worker came.
Right, because he was fine when they came.
Mm-hmm.
So Friday night, late night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said in the bedroom when you were in bed? Okay. You kind of did this, so you hit him with like the back of your hand?
And he hit his head really, really hard. Like really, really
Back of
hard.
his head.
Yes, sir.
What part of his head did you hit with your hand?
I hit I hit the front of his face, like, but it was
Like right
really
here?
hard.
How's he positioned in the bed? And how are you positioned? So you're
I'm more
here.
up.
Your bed's in the corner of the
I'm
room.
more up.
This is the corner of your room, and the bed's like that.
Yeah, but say like we're on this side. Like, well,
Like
I'm gonna do it this way.
Okay.
Saying this way.
Okay.
Side of
So this is the corner of your room back here?
Mhm, he's closer to the window
Okay.
because I gotta sit like towards the end,
Sure.
like when I'm up for my phone to charge.
And your bed has a wall right behind
Mhm.
it. Okay.
And then I just
He was sitting up right there where my partner's sitting. And where's your hand hit him? Don't hit my partner, obviously.
when you're really
Just
tall,
put your hand on. Put your hand
like that, like
Like
really, really
by the
hard.
eyes, and then his head
And
goes
then
back.
he went.
Okay. What happened when he hit his head?
He was crying, but he was like,
Hit you him again.
mm-mm. At that point, I felt bad because he wasn't.
Sure. Is that why?
But
And when does he start having the seizures?
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. It's okay. It happened. It happened. Okay? It's hard to say. I know you didn't mean it. I know you didn't mean it. It's exactly what I've been saying from the get-go, Shereice. It was a split second. Oh shit. I know you're fed up. I expect you to be fed up. I know you fucked up, but
cold.
I know, and we can't bring him
I
back.
just took him to the hospital.
Shereice, if we could bring him back, we all would.
I didn't see him.
There's not one person in this
I
world,
was just so scared.
and that's okay. Hey, Shereice, I would have been scared too.
I'm sorry.
He knows. Shereice, he knows. Okay?
Did I kill him?
You injured him. You injured him, and it caused some serious problems. Yeah.
I killed my baby.
Yeah, that's what led to his death. Yes. Okay? But it takes a strong person to admit what they did. Okay?
I'm not strong. I don't deserve.
Well, you won't be remembered as a monster. This is not a monster story. This has never been a story about a monster. When I met you, I knew this was a story about a frustrated mother who had no chance by circumstance because everything was against her. And I knew you got frustrated. And as we started talking about the searches and your phone and the seizure, it only became more apparent. Okay?
I don't have nobody in my corner.
I was in your corner.
I'm gonna be by myself in there.
That's not...
Nobody gonna come see me. Nobody gonna forgive me for this.
People will forgive you, Shereice. I forgive you. I forgive you.
But his dad.
His dad. His dad is part of the problem. Okay. You were doing this, you know, the best you could with the circumstances you had.
I didn't mean to.
I know.
I didn't mean to.
Shereice, you're not the first person to be through something like this. And nobody ever means these things to happen. Nobody.
We sit outside before you take me to jail.
Yeah, you gotta hang out here for a little bit. I gotta go out and make some phone calls and whatnot, okay?
I'm gonna go to jail.
I know. I know.
Me too.
I know. You said you're hungry? Okay. Do you want to still write out what we were talking about? No? Okay. He was a happy kid.
Are you gonna let me keep this picture?
Make sure there's nothing else on there. Just hold on to it for now, okay? I'll need it back in a little bit. But you just hold it for now while you're in here, okay? So you're not alone. Okay? Let me scooch you this desk over, okay?
Am I allowed to get my phone?
Not right now. Okay? Let me whisk back this, okay? There's tissues here, okay?
I just want to call my mom.
I know. I'm going to let you call her. I told you I would. Okay? If you change your mind and you decide you want to write again, I'll leave it in here, okay?
What's the charge?
I got to go talk. I got to go. I think I know, but I got to go talk.
Just be honest.
It's a homicide, Shereice.
What is that?
It's a murder. Okay?
How long do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. That's way down the road. It's way down the
Do you
road.
think I'm a monster?
No, I don't.
I wanted to ask
Can you
one more.
please come to court? Please?
I will be there. I promise.
And I know you gotta speak against
I know.
me,
Well,
but
you know, Shereice,
please, 'cause I'm not a
I told
monster.
you in the beginning, I don't think you're a bad
Please don't
person.
let me go through this by myself.
I'm not, Shereice.
Please.
I still don't think you're a bad
What
person.
happened to his leg? Remember I told you that's the strongest bone in the body. Something significant.
He's got a really bad injury on his leg. Yeah, his right leg's pretty bad. Did something happen to his leg? I know you hit his head, but
Remember, this is, I mean,
it's a thigh bone. That's the strongest one it gets.
Even the knee felt weird.
How'd he hurt his leg for real?
I swear to you, I really don't know. I just remember him falling, and after that, he just kept limping. But it wasn't really swollen.
fallen from where, when?
Off the bed. But when I checked it, I knew it didn't feel right. But he wasn't like when he walked, he would just limp, but he wasn't
Did
walking.
he hurt his leg before the social worker came or after?
It was after because he
So,
that's when he was
everything
in the living room
happens Friday
crying.
night, basically.
Because he was chilling.
So he's crying because of the leg. He's crying because he's hungry. Basically, is what you're saying.
Everything was just messed up.
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not having a good day. His leg's hurting him.
Did you see him fall? How he fell on his leg?
No, I just heard like a loud boom
From your bed?
from him
his bed?
from his bed in the living room, and then he was just crying. He wasn't like.
Is that when you brought him in your bed for the night?
Yes.
And then shortly after is when you hit him in the face?
Because he just kept crying.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Is that
sorry.
when you were looking at, thigh bones, researching thigh bones?
Yeah, because it just didn't feel right.
Right.
I knew something was wrong, but
And then he has the
I
seizure at
was
night.
just freaking stupid. I was just freaking stupid.
Well,
My own
I-
child, man.
appreciate what you did here tonight.
You finished the book, Shereice. You finished it.
Please don't let me go through this by myself.
We won't. I've been here for you the whole time.
Please don't. Please, because
I know.
I don't got nobody.
I know, Shereice.
And my mom, she broken. I don't think she can survive this. She not gonna survive this.
Shereice,
I don't got nobody. Please don't let me go through this by myself.
I'll be there for you as much as I can. Like you said, I'll have to tell the story the way it's been told to me, the good and the bad, the lies. I'll have to tell it. Okay, that's all got to be a part of my report. But in the end, you redeemed yourself by being honest. In the end, you made the good choice.
21 and
I
I'm
know.
never gonna see my daughter.
And whatever consequences you have to face, whatever that may be,
I'll accept it, but
you hold your head high.
I don't want nobody to think I'm a monster.
You hold your head high because you did the right thing in the end. No matter what happens, in the end, you made the good choice. You did the right thing. As hard as it was to sit here and tell us that, it's the hardest thing you've ever done. It's the hardest thing you'll ever have to do.
Is there gonna be cameras and stuff out there?
I don't know. They've been following us everywhere. I can't get 5 minutes without being near a reporter or a news truck. They don't even know who I am or my role in this. They're everywhere right now. Okay? But hopefully they're all over where he's found. Okay? Because that's the interesting story right now. They don't know you're here with me. They don't know what's being said in this room. They'll know eventually, but, we'll probably have parted ways by then, okay? I gotta go make some phone calls. I gotta do some things. I'll try to get you a snack and a phone call as soon as I can. Okay? All right. Just take some time and decompress, okay? It's been a long day.
Can we just open the blinds? I just don't like feeling like
I know. I can't right now, okay? I got a lot of people out there doing a lot of different stuff, okay?
Lord, okay. Father God, I made a mistake. But Lord, I'm coming to you as humble as I know how, and I'm asking you for your forgiveness. Lord, I'm asking for you to have mercy and look in these people's hearts and let them know I'm not a monster and it was a mistake. Please. My life is about to change drastically. And Lord, I need you right now in the name of Jesus. I need you right now, Lord. Father God, I need you, okay?
There you go. You're welcome.
Let me free.
Can I just get you to sign this so nobody can say that we did that? It's just the map. And then if you give me Mom's number, I can give her a call.
It's the 352 number.
What's the
122818.
Wi-Fi only, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's in the text in that.
5228. Okay.
What state were you born in, Shereice?
Florida.
Okay.
Oops. Is it a video or?
Which one are you on? Oh, you think? No. Go back. It's an app because my phone.
Oh, it's an app.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a texting app.
So, what's the app called?
Text something.
iPads.
No, you press the home button.
Oh. Text now.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And it's the 352 number.
Okay. If she calls back, I'll give it to you.
Message system 352387972 is not available.
Hey Mom, it's Shereice. Please call me back as soon as you get this message.
I'll bring it in when she calls.
Please, can I have my phone for a little bit?
No.
Why not?
If she calls, I'll give it to you.
No,
but
I'm just
I don't
asking,
want other
like-
people calling. You calling other people.
No, I don't got
Let me
nobody
wait
else
till.
to call.
What's that?
So I don't got nobody else to call. Is it okay if I call my sister? But she's on Facebook though. You
No,
can.
Let me get with him first. Hang on. I'll be
Okay.
back.
Please, I just want to talk to one family member or something.
Okay.
Can you get a sandwich in you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How much do you weigh, Shereice? Approximate.
Maybe probably like 125 now.
You're about 5 feet 1, you said? Okay.
I'm gonna die. Can I try calling my mom again?
Yep.
Oh, she needs to answer.
Where she live?
She just actually had surgery today, I believe, but she
Oh.
lives in Brooksville. It's not gonna get on speaker.
No.
Message number 35223.
She has a 813 number.
Does she? Okay. Do you know it?
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
Just
go back.
Mm-hmm.
To this?
Yeah.
Or is it 909? Have you used the 813 number? Do you know it
You can
offhand?
try it. I don't know.
Do you know it offhand?
Mm-mm.
What's her name?
Mary. And if it's not her, just hang up. Because I don't know. Yeah.
That's not like her when you call.
Yeah, hang up.
Do you have like a phone book?
I hate this stupid thing.
Next thing that's popped up.
No, please.
Did you leave a message the first? Well, yeah, you did. Okay.
Damn, in your personal opinion on dealing with cases like this, what usually happens?
They're so different. Each one is so different. I mean, some people, go through the court system and admit what they did, and they come up with a plea deal. Some people take it to trial. It's just, I mean, it's all depends on you and the state attorney. It's a tough question to ask because I've seen them where it's, life, never ever, and I've seen it where it's pretty normal. So it just all depends
In
on.
your opinion?
In my opinion, being that you were honest about everything and came off it, that's gonna do well for you. In my opinion, my experience, that's what I've seen. Whether that happens all the time,
I know.
no, but I can't say once it's out of our hands at this point. What Keith can do, because he meets with the attorneys that prosecuted. Hey, Shereice.
Who is Keith?
He's the main detective.
Detective Legion.
She was honest with me. She got frustrated. Whatever he said, whatever you two said to each other. He's been my partner for a while. He's going to relay that to the state attorney's office. Remember when I said that don't let us write your story because we might not be accurate. Well, you can say, or he can say, no, Shereice was honest. Here's what she said, A through to Z. And in my opinion, people, like I said before, people can understand that because.
I mean, I'm not saying I should be punished, because he didn't deserve it. I'm just saying, like, don't throw me away.
How old are you?
21.
21. You're so young. I think if you keep your head held high, if you, you look 100% better. I mean, was I right that you'll feel?
I felt it's like my son's still gone, but I just couldn't. Eventually, I knew what was going to happen. I just couldn't accept.
I understand.
I couldn't accept it.
But you got to feel better inside. You know, like you said earlier, the truth will set you free. I mean, I would think, because you look at that, you feel like, oh, okay,
It's
no
out
more
now.
of this stuff. Yeah, it's out now. It's in God's hands. It's in whatever. We just go from there.
So wow, your life could be one way, and then it changes
Yeah,
less than a second.
you're still young, so we'll see. And like I said, he'll say.
What's
He'll
the?
speak the
I'm
truth.
sorry, Pastor. So I've
That's
just
okay.
never been in this situation. Well, I don't really know people who've been in this situation,
Right.
but like, what's the? I know it's different. Like murders, however they say it.
Degrees.
Like, what's the worst?
The state attorney
They-
determines what they want to file. Like sometimes, you know, you can arrest somebody for, say, burglary, and they decide to file a theft. That all gets worked out between lawyers. And
So
that's
what do you think?
about what?
I'm just scared, and I just want to ask as many questions as I can.
Whatever he decides, he'll tell you. You know, we have to, based on what the law says, we have a statute book, we have to go, okay, does this fit? Does this fit? And then he writes it up. What I would guess is it kind of separates into two different charges.
Okay.
It eventually becomes one, but it's
Okay.
two. So you'll have most likely like an aggravated child abuse.
Okay.
It means you did something to cause great bodily harm to a child.
I understand.
And then
What?
there's the murder. With that being done, aggravated child abuse, and the person dies, become murder. So,
Do you think I murdered him?
well, you did.
I know. I'm saying.
I mean, when you say murdered, yeah, I think what you did caused him to die. Yes,
Okay.
100%. I know. I'm confident you didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
I just want to be honest.
No, yep, I'm being honest with you. Yes. What they decide to file, I know. Like I said, once we leave here, we're in the dark. You'll get an attorney probably tomorrow morning. They'll meet with you, and they can probably answer more questions than I can. And then the state normally has like 3 weeks or so before they decide what they want to do.
So if you were in charge, like, to determine, what would you say?
If I were like the judge and all that, well, thankfully I'm not, so I don't have. I can't make that decision because I care about people. I mean,
Not like the judge. Like, if you were the state attorney, what would you say?
I don't know. If I had just looked at a book and left and pretended I didn't even know you, because when you know somebody, it changes things.
That's
So
true.
if I'm just looking at a book, then I'll look, okay, if it's murder, what makes a murder? And then A, B, C, D, did all these things happen? Yep. Okay, then as a state attorney, I'll probably file the murder because they don't know you. They haven't talked to the Detective Whedon yet. They haven't talked to your family. And that's what they do before, if there is a trial, they talk, the lawyers talk, your lawyer will talk to them, and if something can be worked out, great. If not, then they let a jury decide, and a jury will decide. Ultimately, it's a jury's decision, or if you don't want to go that far, it's sometimes they make deals where it's like, okay, I'll plead guilty to this if I get this. And sometimes they're like, oh, okay, that sounds fair. So, I mean, it could go a million different ways. I know that doesn't help your your question, but they have good public defenders. If that's the route that happens, they do it all the time, so they'll be able to answer any question you can have, and they'll be honest with what they think will happen. So
I just don't want to be portrayed as a monster.
I don't think you will, because with an explanation, like I said, people can, like I said, you were unlucky. You were unlucky. So, who cares what other people think? It's what you think, and I would hope you feel better about yourself being honest. So,
I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, I plead to be innocent, because he don't deserve that. I mean, I don't want to slap on the wrist. I just need another chance. If I do some years, I'll take that, but I just want to at least have another shot at life, because like 18, that's the first relationship I jumped in ever in life.
right.
Like, ever. I was a...
Important game. And then you had to...
I went to school every single day. I caught the bus from St. Pete all the way to Countryside just to go to school. I was...
Yeah. That's hard.
It's just changed.
Yeah. Yep. Like I said, keep your head held high, and
Can you ask him to come in here so I can talk if he's able?
What's up, Shereice?
Are you able to talk or no?
For a minute. What's up?
I just wanted to ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
Like what's gonna take place? I mean, I know I'm going to.
Yeah. You're.
I just want to know, like.
At this point, you're considered under arrest. You're being charged with aggravated child abuse.
Okay.
And first-degree murder.
How bad is that?
It's not good.
I know. I just like.
It's not good. As far as penalties go, honestly, I don't want to tell you the wrong thing.
Based on your experience.
Based on my experience, not good. But what happens is you're charged today. Okay, you get charged. We send you to county jail. We bring all the case to the state attorney's office, and they make a filing decision on it. They'll review everything. They'll talk with us, and they'll decide what to file the charge as. And they can change it, they can alter it, but I'm pretty confident they'll probably stay with what we've chosen. And you'll get your own attorneys, and they'll decide how to handle it from there. I mean, after today, I'm basically out of the decision-making pool.
I understand.
So, okay.
I just want to know, like, where do you see this going? Like away from being...
Quite honestly, Shereice, it's up to you. It's up to you where it goes from here. You can take it however you want to take it. You'll have your own lawyer who will give you advice on what they think you should do, and you just got to do what's best for you. And there's no hard feelings here. This is not, I don't take anything you decide from here on out personally. You're looking out for yourself, and it's okay.
And I don't want to slap on the wrist, I mean,
No,
I deserve
I don't think it's going to be a slap on the wrist.
I deserve to be punished.
Yeah, and that's not for me to decide.
Mm-hmm.
And that's up to the system. That's up to out of our hands. The punishment is never my decision.
I know.
For a reason. That's the way the system.
I know.
There's checks and balances.
You can't do this.
Yeah, it's not fair for me to make that choice. It's not fair for me. I'm sorry it ended up this way. I was back in my mind. I always thought it was headed this direction, but I had a little hope that maybe it wasn't. It's been a pretty upsetting week. It's even though it's not our child, it's hard on us too. This is an emotional roller coaster for everybody involved. So again, no hard feelings. And I'm gonna get your paperwork done, and we'll get you out to the jail. Okay.
How long would that take?
It shouldn't take more than a van comes and picks you up to drive you. Probably 20 minutes or so, I would guess.
In the next 20 minutes?
Yeah. Okay, so while you have the time, it's time to, you can enjoy your snack as best you can. Have some water, because, you can get to the jail. It doesn't change, but, I've been able to accommodate you as fast as I can. You want food, I can get out there, I can get you some food. They'll do it at the jail as well, but, they got a lot of other people they're taking care of too, so it's not always as fast, so to speak. So, you're pregnant, they give you special care as well. So, the food here is better than the food there, probably. So.
I know.
Okay? Alright.
You think I'm a monster?
I don't. I don't think you're a monster. I never have thought you're a monster. But I needed you to say what you did, so I knew you're not a monster. What I said to you was the truth, Shereice. That's how I truly feel. Like I told you in the beginning, we're all parents. I have kids. Every detective you've talked to has at least one or two kids. We've all been there. We've all been there, and we have a lot more support. We have a lot better situation, and then we get still frustrated. The odds were against you. They really were, and it's,
I don't want to go to jail for the rest of my life.
If we could change it, we would. If we could change it, we would. But, All right? I'm going to finish the paperwork, and I'll get you out of here, okay?
I could have cut this down. I'm trying to eat as much as I
I'll
can
get
before I
you
go.
All right? I'll be back. You okay?
Lord, I told the truth. please. Lord, please, 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 please. Please don't let me just throw me away. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, please. 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 Alright, Shereice. Dear Heavenly Father, I humbly ask for your forgiveness. Lord, I am not expecting to be treated special. Lord, I am not asking to be treated as if I did nothing wrong. I know that it was wrong, and I will accept the consequences. But dear Lord, I'm asking for your forgiveness, and I'm asking for your mercy. I do not deserve this. He don't deserve this. He didn't deserve this. Lord, I'm asking for your forgiveness. Father, in the name of Jesus, I'm asking for your forgiveness. Lord, please keep me safe and keep my mind strong. I will get through this, and you will get me through this. But Lord, I am asking for your forgiveness. Lord, I'm asking for your forgiveness. And Junebug, I'm so sorry, baby. But I know that you are in a better place and you will not be hurt anymore. And I am so sorry for your suffering. I am so sorry, boo. But dear Father God, I am asking for your forgiveness. Lord, I'm asking for your forgiveness. And I do not deserve it. I do not deserve it. But Lord, keep his head high. And get him through this, please. Please get him through. Alright. Lord, Father God, please cover me with your angels. But it was time. I could not keep holding that burden on my shoulders, and I had to tell the truth. So Lord, Father God, I'm asking for your forgiveness. I'm asking for the family's forgiveness, even though I don't deserve it. Because Junior did not deserve this. But please get me through this safely and strong. But please don't let them throw away the key on me, please. I will take my consequences, but give me another chance, please. Give me another chance to show people I'm not a monster. Please. I made a mistake, and I am willing to accept that I made a mistake, but please. Please. I can do all things through Christ. Oh, man. Okay. God, I just got me through this. Only you can get me through this. Oh, Father God, only you can get me through this. But please wrap your arms around JoJo. Please wrap your arms around JoJo and make sure he's okay. Please. Please, he deserved that chance to be a father. Please. Lord, I'm asking you to touch this attorney's heart right now in the name of Jesus. Lord, I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
You ready? You gotta take your hands out of your shirt, okay? I gotta handcuff you now, okay?
Can it be in the front?
It's gotta be in the back, okay? I gotta give you the truck driver in the back, and he might put him in the front, okay?
Okay.
Your key.
That's kind of tight.
They're shaped like an oval, so if you leave like the backs of your hands together, you just got small wrists. Yeah, they're plenty. They're plenty loose, but hold the backs of your hands. If you turn your hands like that, that's when they get tight because they're like an oval.
Charisse Stinson eventually took a plea deal for killing Belliveau Jordan Jr. and finding a false report. She received the maximum allowable sentence of 50 years in prison with credit for the 2 years she served in county jail.